Have you ever wondered why so many people over the age of 75 suddenly face serious health issues even though they seemed just fine before? Is it because the body breaks down all at once? Or is it because we overlook small things that seem harmless at first? I know that once you cross this age, many folks begin to notice real changes. Not just graying hair or slower steps, but a sense that your body doesn't bounce back the way it used to. Maybe you find yourself feeling winded just walking across the room, or your balance isn't quite the same. But here's something I truly believe. Age doesn't define your quality of life. Whether you're 75, 80, or even 90, you can still live strong, independent, and joyful, as long as you understand the most common risks and take steps to prevent them. Today, I want to talk to you about something crucial. 99% of deaths after the age of 75 are linked to just 5 main causes. That might sound scary, but trust me, when you know what they are and make a few small changes each day, you'll start to see a big difference. Your body remembers, and it appreciates every kind thing you do for it. Let's start with the first and most often ignored risk: falls. It might sound simple, but falls are the leading cause of injury-related death or disability in older adults. Did you know that one misstep in the bathroom or missing a stair can lead to a fractured hip or even a head injury? At this age, recovery is tough. Many people never walk the same again, and some don't recover at all. I remember hearing about a 78-year-old man from Kansas City who stepped outside after a light rain. He slipped on the porch, broke his pelvis, and spent 2 months in the hospital. After that, he needed a wheelchair for life. Not because he was weak, but because he didn't think that one quick moment could change everything. So how do we prevent falls? First, check your home environment. Make sure hallways and bathrooms are well lit. Install anti-slip mats in the shower. Remove clutter or rugs that slide. If you get up to use the bathroom at night, don't hesitate to install motion sensor night lights. That one-time change could save you years of health. Second, practice balance exercises. You don't need a gym membership or hours of walking. Just spend 10 to 15 minutes each morning at doing simple balance drills. Standing on one foot, walking heel to toe in a straight line. These help improve your balance and reflexes so you're more stable if you ever do stumble. The second cause, heart disease. This is the silent enemy. Many people have no clear symptoms until it hits. A heart attack or stroke. After age 75, our hearts grow weaker. Blood vessels lose elasticity, and blood pressure can spike without warning. I once spoke with an 82-year-old woman from Portland, Oregon, bright and full of life. She said, "I used to think I was healthy enough to eat anything. Bacon, donuts, coffee with lots of sugar. I didn't think twice. Then I landed in the ER with sky-high blood pressure, and that changed everything." So how can you protect your heart? Cut back on salt. Even if you can't taste the salt, your heart feels the strain.
Avoid fried foods and animal fats. Add more vegetables and fruits to your meals. And most importantly, get regular checkups. Don't wait for symptoms. A blood pressure reading or cholesterol test could be your golden ticket to staying healthy for years. The third major cause, pneumonia and respiratory infections. You might be surprised, but even a mild cold can turn serious for seniors. Our immune systems slow down and our lungs aren't as strong. Take the story of Mr. Thompson, a retired teacher in Austin, Texas. He felt a tickle in his throat, thought it was nothing. A week later, he was in the ICU with severe pneumonia. Thankfully, he pulled through, but he said, "I've never had the same energy since." So how do we protect our lungs? Don't ignore coughs or colds. If it lasts more than 3 days, see a doctor. Avoid smoke, pollution, or crowded places during flu season. Keep warm, especially in colder months. And crucially, get vaccinated against the flu and pneumonia. Many seniors don't realize how life-saving these shots can be. Now let's talk about something people often overlook, and yet it's just as dangerous: depression and loneliness. You might be thinking, that's just feeling a bit sad. How can that be deadly? But it's more than sadness. Long-term loneliness has been proven to affect heart health, immune strength, even cognitive function. It wears you down, inside and out. An 82-year-old woman in Tampa, Florida shared with me, "My kids are busy, they call, but it's not the same. No one to talk to, no one to eat dinner with. It just gets quiet. Too quiet. And slowly, she began to withdraw, stop smiling, stop doing the things she loved. What causes that emotional decline? It could be losing a loved one, feeling like a burden, or simply no longer having a sense of purpose. And when your spirit dims, your body soon follows. What can you do? Reach out to family, to neighbors, to community centers. One good conversation can lift an entire day. Join clubs or local senior groups. If getting out is hard, try phone calls, video chats, even learning social media. Most importantly, give yourself permission to find joy. Garden, paint, listen to music, volunteer. Do what makes you feel alive. I once heard a gentleman in Phoenix say, "People fear living too long." I say, live long and live well. That's what matters. Finally, let's talk about the fifth cause: diabetes-related infections and complications. After 75, it becomes harder for our bodies to regulate blood sugar. Even a small cut on the foot can turn into a major infection. Mr. Rodriguez from San Diego, 77, had lived with diabetes for years. He took his pills, thought he was managing it. Then he noticed pain in his foot. Just a blister, he thought. Within days, it got worse. He ended up losing part of his foot. That wasn't just a physical loss, but an emotional one. Diabetes doesn't have to be scary if you manage it well. Here's how. Eat smart, switch to whole grains, reduce white carbs, and choose low-sugar fruits. Exercise gently. Even walking 10 minutes a day or doing seated stretches helps. Check your feet daily and monitor your blood sugar regularly. These small acts go a long way in keeping you out of the hospital and on your feet, literally. So now you know the 5 big causes behind most deaths after 75. But the good news is, every one of them is preventable. In fact, the most powerful thing you can do is this: start small. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Just begin. With a salad today, a phone call to an old friend, a few deep breaths in the sunshine. Healthy aging is not about drastic change. It's about small, kind decisions, repeated every day. Choosing to move instead of sitting. Choosing laughter over silence. Choosing purpose over routine. And it's okay to have off days. We all do. Let yourself rest when you need to. But don't stop. Think of your health like a garden. You may not see growth right away, but if you care for it gently, something beautiful will bloom. And remember, you're not alone. There are millions of older adults across the country making the same brave choice to live fully. Share what you've learned with a friend. You never know how much it might mean to them. If this message helped you, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more heartfelt, helpful content. And I'd love to hear your stories in the comments. What do you do to stay healthy and happy? Until next time, stay strong, stay hopeful, and live your best years with joy. You deserve it.